if the girl was just trying to be funny for the views or whatever, but that's what she posted.
Let me tell y'all something. And I ain't.
Somebody said I saw that.
I'm being funny, but I ain't being funny. I'ma say something. Hear me and hear me well. Tim and Brene best bet is not to never eat out right now.
Mm-hmm.
The type of people that's I wouldn't eat out right now. I will cook every day at home.
I think they need to stop eating. Like, let's really talk about it. I think Brene has enough stored fat that she could go on a fast. She needs to do, what's that fast in the beginning of the year?
What's that, the Daniel
that
fast?
Everybody do? Yeah, she needs to do a Daniel fast because they eat at a demonic level. I've never seen nobody
$5,000.
It's a spirit of gluttony. They just eat and eat.
I'm gonna tell you why. Tim is the type. Okay, so Brene has been hoarding money, right? She's been hoarding money all this time from Devin. With Tim, she's showering him with money that Tim has never seen in his life. Okay? Tim has been broke of the brokenness. And when I say that, like, he's been living paycheck to paycheck. Other people has been sponsoring Tim to make sure he gets his, his degree and stuff. Tim hasn't had a steady paycheck, never. Never. He's never had a steady paycheck. And so with that being said, he's not used to what Brene considered the finer things, him going out and getting certain things or whatever. He's not used to it. He's a bum. He's a dusty. Men with money don't eat like that. He's a man that ain't never had nothing. So what they got, he feel like they glutton. Both of them are glutton. They glutton. And it's so sad to watch the bank statements alone tell a story of its own. Don't y'all think that? Hold on. My thing went off my...
Yes, it tells a story of somebody that don't have no financial literacy. She spend money on the dumbest of shit. And they eat too damn much.
They eat way too much. Don't nobody eat 6 times a day. What person eats 6 times a day? What person eats 6 times a day?
I know somebody with a medical condition that's supposed to eat 6 times a day and they don't.
Eat 6 times a day.
That's 6 small meals.
6 small meals. Not big eats like them, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Rain. But yeah. I sit here like, the bank statements say a lot, but yeah, homegirl, y'all depressed over there or something. Y'all just doing shit.
I mean, do I think they depressed? I absolutely do think they're depressed. And let me, in all fairness, this is a lot. But it's a lot because this is what they didn't think it was going to get this big. They did not think that this was going to happen. They thought that they could control the narrative. Brene had ran social media. They felt like Brene had the social media on lock. Brene is a very selfish person. She didn't want, it was okay when she's making money, but now that Devin's on, now they want to be all on social media. Well, Trick, what did you expect? What did you expect, Brene? So
they getting the clout that she thought she was gonna get over.
Exactly, but it's okay for her mama, her sisters, both of her sisters, the one in the basement, her sister-in-law. But Akira and Devin, they can't come on and take advantage of what you have opened up the floodgates on.
Didn't expect them to have the amount of support that they have from just everybody. She did not think that she would have the backlash that she's having because she thought she was so likable that people would side with the lies that she was telling or her version.
She public enemy number 1. I tell you that on social media. They ain't staying off her neck. We're not staying off her neck.
The story that Truth Teller is painting and putting out there, Brene lost her spark a long time ago, but she could have made it if she had went the beauty influencer route for a big girl. She could have had a nice little following, but the nails and all of that, when I was looking at the videos, I was like, I see the bubbly personality that y'all that was following her fell in love with. but that lady is long gone.
You're right. She became too focused on him.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. That lady was never
Everything
like
is
that.
Tim.
That lady was never bubbly. This is Brene. This is Brene. Brene was in it. To me, Brene playing this whole thing completely out.
When I used to see her come across my feed, she just always to me just had like a nasty disposition. I'm very good at reading people, and just seeing her come across my screen, I was like, nah, and it kept on scrolling. I just picked up on something from her.
I think it was like the one of her earlier videos I had seen, and she was like, "Hey, my name is Brene. Follow me." Da 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 da. Then as this kind of like the years went on, because I don't know when she got started. I came in around the time where she was like cracking and she was real nasty and mean towards Devin. That's when I kind of came in. But I guess in her like very first videos with her and Corinne, she was nice and sweet and kind of bubbly. And I seen the nails and all that.
Yeah,
but
me too.
Are you talking about that video where her and Corinne tried to do one together? Like it was
that
like
was
one where
short.
they introduced themselves?
Yeah, they did.
I think the video I seen was her by herself. She had curly, like a Burmese curly wig on or something.
When she was in the car, I got that.
Yeah, she was bubbly and her content was good before COVID. She used to do her hair, she was doing her nails and stuff, and that's very creative for somebody to be able to do a full set with all her charms and everything.
They worked out.
So she did have a name for herself before. Tim definitely drowned that out, and it's her fault.
Yeah. That's why I was like, that girl is long gone. This content now is all about him, and it's boring as fuck.
You can't center your world around a man. That's just crazy to me. Like to me it's insane. And this is coming from somebody who got married young. Like I was like 19 when I got married. So, and I'm 42 now, and we're still married. My world never centered around that man at all. Like I went to school, I went to college, I got my PharmD. I also got 2 masters in addition to my PharmD.
But your husband supported your cause.
And he supported me, exactly. And right now, and he's also a pharmacist, but now he's also in med school. And we
support each other.
Like held each other down. Yeah. Like I just can't imagine being with a man who don't pay no bills, who don't do anything.
He's a leech. He's a leech.
He is a leech, a big leech.
Been on Snapchat for 5 days talking about doing nails and ain't did nothing yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Like he's spending her money faster than she can make it.
I swear.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, right?
Go ahead.
Y'all don't all beat me up because I still don't like her, right? I'm gonna be honest. This is what I think, right? I don't think the imitation and everything that we see with the rings, I don't think it has anything to do with Akira. Why? Because I went down a timeline.
Yeah, me too.
And I noticed that she did not start wearing all those rings and bracelets until she got with him. She was wearing rings and like little charms and stuff when she was with Devin, but the way she's wearing all the rings and stuff now, her sister always did that. Now, if you pay attention to their
I was about to say that.
If you pay attention to their left leg, they both have prayer hands on that same exact leg. Now, what I honestly think, right? I don't think she planned it at first. Now, what I mean by that is, I feel like her and Devin genuinely, I think her and Devin genuinely like each other. Now, keep in mind during the testimony where Tim said that, Devin stated that Tim hooked Devin and Brene up because they want to be a quick nut. That's what Akira said, right? So I feel like that was a whole animosity. Now, I feel like when Devin went over to Tim's house as cousins or friends or whatever, I truly think that she saw the way Tim and Akira was with each other. Because if you notice how Devin was with her, he was always quiet. He was always timid. And the way Akira described her and Tim's relationship, they were a bubbly couple. They were loving.
They laughed and they were goofy. She said they joked about everything.
And I think at that moment when she saw that, she wanted that. I don't think she planned it like, I'm going to go and start hanging out. I truly think that when they started hanging out, when she seen how they were interacting with each other, she wanted that. And I think that's where the friendship and stuff started. And I truly think that Akira was confiding in her about their financial troubles, and she was also, because she was always there, I feel like she was there to witness a lot of the conversations as far as her watching the kids. She knew there was some type of financial troubles. And I feel like that at that point is what she used to get into that household. Now, if everybody pays attention, we are now going through a loop. And what I mean by that is Tim and Brene are married now. Has anybody noticed that Corinne is starting to throw a lot of subliminals on her Facebook now? The same what that they was doing on Twitter when they was first always sharing boyfriends and arguing and fighting over who they was with. Don't anybody notice that Corinne is doing it again now on Facebook? And I truly think that all of this is really animosity towards Corinne, but unfortunately, Akira got caught in the way.
Hey, did y'all recently? Someone had sent me something, and they were saying that Brene was saying it said something to the fact that she's having issues with the family, all this, what's going on. But she took a picture and it had said, I think it was from her Snapchat. Someone sent that to me. Did anybody see that today? Thank you for the boxing gloves. Did anybody see that today?
I have.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I screenshot it.
see it either.
I seen her apologizing about.
Somebody
being
said
Christmas or
yes.
something.
Hey, Key.
Hey y'all, hey ladies. I just wanted to touch real quick on the male centering thing with her. I think that Brene is like very insecure because she knows what she's done, so she worries about Tim. And remember, y'all, she admitted to saying like she started questioning things that came out in court. So I think that she centered him like she can't do nothing else besides worry about Tim because she worried about like if he gonna cheat, if he talking to somebody else. Like she can't go do nails. She can't focus on herself because she's worried. So I think that's like where that sense of like just Tim come from. Is that insecurity? Like, is he talking to somebody? Is he cheating on me? That kind of thing.
Hold on, let me see if this is. It said, "Hey y'all." This what Brene said. She said, "Hey y'all," and she said, "And I still stand on that." She said, "Hey y'all, I genuinely love y'all's SM dealing with all this BS on the net, and family is going crazy, but God is amazing." That's what I got today. I think she did this today.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I just kind of scrolled past it.
I wonder why she didn't post it what Tim got, because she would have been real loud and proud.
That's an old snap. That's an old snap. Somebody said that's an old snap.
But you know what, Brene, me personally, I think Brene doesn't have a personality. She has everybody else's personality, but she does not have her own personality.
I mean, what a lot of people see from Brene these days. Somebody said nope. If didn't post it on TikTok, I don't see. Oh, okay, so you don't see it. I think Brene is the devil. I feel like she is very. I'm not saying she's the smartest girl in the world. The situation, she set on that. I think she always lusted after Tim, and that brother sister type of bonding they had. That was never it. That never was a relationship like a brotherly, sisterly, cousin type of issue, because she always lusted after this man. She always wanted him. She's very conniving. She's very manipulative. She's, I feel like she sat back and waited for the moment when she saw a weak spot. See, sometimes you have to, in situations like that, how like, y'all ever watched a safari show and how the tiger just kind of wait for his prey, and once they find their weakest spot, they jump out and that's what she did. That's exactly what she did. She wasn't smart. I mean, she's not the smartest person on earth, because ain't no way I'll be lusting out after a 14, 15-year-old man with a small penis. And talking about, that's what I was referring to, because I used to date him back when we were 14, 15. Ain't no way. Ain't no way in my 20 big year
And she
old
was a
self.
whore.
And she was a pass around. I don't
But you
think,
could remember that one piggly wiggly little penis.
and I don't think Tim was never her first. I think she was Tim's first.
That's what they said. They said that she took his virginity, but he didn't take hers.
Exactly.
That's not
When they took everybody in North Carolina's virginity.
You hear me?
That thing was hot. She was hot and ready, baby. She wasn't no virgin.
She need to put that thing on ice.
Please.
I guarantee you, she probably took about, because at 14, I'm telling you, I don't think a lot of people was that active. I'm telling you, her career was probably a lot of people first.
And it was probably before 14 too.
So they was liking girls, so they probably bumping coochie first before they even got the thing.
Yeah, I forgot they had like girlfriends and stuff they was going back and forth with each other about. See, I do think that part of this do got a lot with her and Corinne just being like, I think she's more in competition with Corinne than Corinne is in competition with her. Because when you look at it, what does Brene really have that Corinne would like really want from her? You figure Brene wants to be a mom, Corinne's already a mother. Like, and Corinne's smaller than her. And her skin low-key look better, I'm just saying. Like, I don't like her either. But when you put them up against one another, what does she really have that she could possibly want from Brene?
Exactly.
She slept with... Come on. And let's not forget, because correct me if I'm wrong, Glow, in the court documents, it did come out that he had already been sleeping with Corinne for some years now, on and off.
They stopped it. He stopped it. He wouldn't let them address yeah, because it had, and let me be, I'm y'all come on my platform, I'm gonna talk about it, but if I know about it, I'm gonna speak the truth about it. Mm-hmm. That situation, Tim didn't want to talk about, touch bases on it anyway, but it didn't have any relevance to Akira and Brene case. It'll hold more relevance in Tim and Devin's case versus this past case, because she plays a significant part. She could be called as a witness about, because you gotta remember, Devin is Tim's cousin, and cousins chop it up. Y'all tap for me. Tap for me. Let's get me to 90K. Okay. And then you also have to remember, if they're cousins and they were close, mm-hmm. Then Tim told Devin stuff. Also, Corinne would have been, Corinne was Devin's sister-in-law. Mm-hmm. So she plays more of an intricate in that versus this situation. You understand? Right. She did go do, Akira hinted, put it out there that she saw Corinne over braiding Tim's hair and all that. I ain't no telling what happened in between that, whatever. I just, Tim don't.
We already know something happened.
We all know everything. Like, why they hiding it?
Exactly.
Let's not forget what she told on herself. So we already kind of know that they didn't, whether they did something years ago or in the past couple years or whatever. Right. She already had told herself. So she, at one point in time, she slept with the man no matter what. Okay? Period, point blank, because she told on herself. So, depending on how much that really went into, who knows? But me personally, I just don't understand why they just so much like in competition with one another.
They say a lot of twins. Well, we have identical twins. One of them passed away, but they were never in competition with each other. But their type just was totally different in our family. And somebody said,
I have an identical twin mother, and she don't be like her and my aunt ain't never been. They 2 minutes apart. Ain't never been in competition. No, hell no. Yeah. No man. Never. Yeah. Never.
And one of my supporters, Janelle, I think she's an identical twin. She said her and her twin, they like the opposite things. They just, hey, Truth Teller. Everybody say hey to Truth Teller. Someone mentioned in here, they said, I really think Tim was lying to Devin so Devin wouldn't know Tim was effing with Corinne. I don't think so. I think Tim made it business to tell Devin because that's a mark on his belt. So that's the thing about cousins, especially boy cousins. They talk, and when they talk, because Devin was a quiet guy, and you got to remember, Devin didn't want to have anything to do with the demise of Tim's marriage. He never wanted to hurt Akira or her kids in no shape or form. Whether he knew it was right or wrong, he didn't want that for them. God bless you too. Yeah, he had a small wee wee. I don't know. I don't think I don't think that Brene dealt with Korean baby daddy. He said he never touched her. He will, and I spoke to him. He said he like I ain't got nothing going on.
I believe the mother put them against each other because my grandmother was a twin. Her twin will go everywhere. If they could live together, they would have lived together. I never seen these twins like that in my life. I've never seen it.
This a different. You do have some crazy twins, but I've never met any in my life either.
Even my twins, my friend twins, they not identical, but they fraternal, but they still any twin in the same room they share, they are close. One tell each other the other thing, and you ain't getting in between neither one of them.
My niece and nephew, they're on my page. They fraternal twins. One looked just exactly like her mom, and the boy looked exactly like, I'm talking about identical to. He's his daddy's twin, and she's her mom's twin. Y'all hear my husband? He's something. You know, you make me want to shout. One of my twin sons was in sports, and the other one was book smart. See? They said, what about the parents were picking favorites?
Even if a parent pick favorites, it still wouldn't put.
Well, I feel like that. It seems like to me, Renee had a lot to prove. It seemed like something was missing in her growing up. Something lacked where she grew up. But it seemed like one thing her and her twin got in common is being whores.
But you know what? They probably
Yeah, they were in different sects.
Renee probably was always told because she probably was the bigger twin because you know you got the skinnier twin and then you got the bigger twin. So Renee probably was the twin that ate a lot when she was in the mother room.
Maybe so. Also, they said trauma and neglect. They do have. I feel like it was some type of impossibly some type of neglect. You know how like because a person is working so much trying to provide for the household or whatever. That's probably the case. Maybe with their situation, they had a working mom. She was in the house by herself at some time, or she had a man. I don't know their situation, but
who's older, Brene or Corinne?
I think Brene.
It looks like
Renee by 9 minutes. She always makes sure she says that.
And so Corinne was the baby for how many years before call that girl T-Rex, whatever her name is.
No, I think it was the brother was after Renee and them. Then
I thought he was the oldest.
No, he's not the oldest.
The brother not?
No. I thought he was after them.
No, the brother's older than both of them.
Yeah, I think he's older.
Yeah, no, the brother's.
Yeah, everybody's saying in the chat he's the oldest.
Yeah, he's like 29, I think. He's 29. He's 29.
He's 29.
And thing 1 and thing 2 is 26. And Ord is I think 20. I don't know how.
Hey, Beauty. Hey, Beauty.
She might be an Ord from Dragon Tales.
I wanted to ask you a question because I didn't want to inbox you, and be like weird because I don't really know how the internet works when it comes to like pages. So I was watching you on my other page, and I was just watching. I still have another page. I got two, one for like business and one for like my regular page. So on my other page, I was watching this live, and then I looked up and I was blocked. It's the WOH page, WAH page that I always connect with you. And I was just trying to see, like, that keeps happening to me. So I don't know if, like, one of your moderators or something, like, just a minute ago, So I was trying to see like why that keeps happening because I engaged with you, so I wanted to just make sure like you know what
What
I
did
mean.
you What did
Like,
you say? Oh, so you whoa, Beauty
that's,
Marie.
yeah.
They probably thought you was a fake page. You know, I know when you come up, I have to let people know sometimes that you're not a fake page. Somebody has
No,
asked me,
I'm not.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
So
oh
no,
my
no, no.
God.
they
That was
probably
her
thought you
lie.
because
That was you.
we have had.
Oh my God. No, I'm
No,
not.
because
Like,
when she was talking, you commented, "Who cares?" or "We don't care," and I thought you was saying that to a girl.
no.
Like,
Yeah, and
No.
because looking at it's a lot. Let me say this: they'll fix it. That she's not whoa. That's whoa. WOAH, y'all. She is not a fake person. Somebody had asked
No.
me. Somebody did ask me about you, and I said no. She's good,
No.
but it looks
And
like
that's why. No, I get it, and that's why I hate that. Because when you're in the comments, I be going hard because I don't like.
they got you. They got you on block. See.
Okay, thank you. No, I don't like them. And if y'all see me on the panels, I be going, hey, I don't
Yeah,
like that.
she do come on the panel. I know who she. I know that she be coming up and she legit. But some people don't know. Somebody have asked me and I said no, she's good. She's good. Cause somebody said who is that? Is that
I
a
think
fake
I
page?
asked you about whoa.
You
I
did.
think I asked
Yeah,
you.
Okay,
no,
that was you.
and I if I'm talking when I'm posting, I'm talking about Tim Renee.
Thank you
I
for
just wanted
coming
to
up.
ask because I don't want to be. I'm not a person that keep on making fake pages just to see somebody's stuff. So I want to just ask because I wanted to make sure you knew, like I'm not on no weird stuff.
No, I didn't think that. They
So,
probably, some of my moms, they looking out for it because we did have. Let me say this. What was that? Yesterday or the day before? The girl was in the girl was we let up on the panel and she wanted to say shut the fuck. She wanted to say that.
And then she hopped in my inbox talking crazy.
She did.
oh my
Yes.
God.
What she say?
Yeah.
She was like, it might be the different girl. I think this is the girl that Rican pulled up on the panel. Oh, that is the same girl. It came back on 2 different pages and she was like, old bitch or something she said. And I was like,
Oh
little
my
pissy
God.
little hoe. I had to give it to
So I
her.
said,
I'm
let
like,
me
you
go
little
check
pissy little
my
hoe.
inbox.
Like, nah, we not finna do that.
Yeah,
So,
she legit, y'all. She
So
legit.
she said, "Yo, Rican, check this out." So I said, "Let me go see," and she did it. She viewed my profile. I said, "Oh yeah, she ain't want this smoke. She ain't coming to my."
Because Rican was like, let her come up.
But see, somebody got on my video, on one of my videos on my page, and because I was asking, because tatted actress got dots. So
Yeah.
we were just looking at everything and blocking people. So she came and said, I be on all of their page. I don't know why they blocked me. Da, 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 da. I'm like, girl, this is the why you could have been in my inbox for that. I was like, why you on my video on top of
That's the same girl. They don't know what docs is. Explain that to them, y'all.
Wait a minute.
Thank you,
The girl
girl.
that y'all talking about is in the chat. She said that was me.
Oh, that was
one I have.
Girl, that wasn't you. You ain't stupid.
what you mean that was you?
Girl.
You welcome. You fix your stuff is fixed.
If somebody put your
Thank you,
address out
You
on
welcome.
social media, docs is if you put somebody's address out on social media to let the whole entire
She
world
said she
know
did
that
go in
person.
her inbox. She said I was saying I'm not a ghost follower. I did go in your inbox. Who you talking about? You want to come up and
She
talk?
probably talking to
She talking to
me.
Letha.
Oh, she talking about Letha.
If you in my inbox, if we're not friends, I can't see it. So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I had time today. I seen that one. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
so
Rain,
you
she's
play.
talking about the conversation. Letha talking about. She's not talking about the young
Yeah,
that
I
little thing.
talk to Tatty. Yeah, I have to let Tatty know because honestly, her address been that, and she and her kids is at her house.
And
so,
a kid, yeah, she so
and she was
she
just telling me
so
to
she
block
so
any and everybody.
Teddy is afraid, y'all. She's so afraid. She's so afraid.
And she
And I told her if she afraid, she need to file a police report because that is something very serious. She's
Very
so
serious.
Tatted is very.
I
She's
can't
shaking
wait
in
till
her
y'all
boots.
start going to jail behind this shit. I swear.
They think they not.
Yeah, they do.
Y'all
Rain.
think cyber stalking and putting people's personal information out there is cute and all that. I can't wait till y'all start going to jail.
I'ma warn y'all. If y'all ever think about
It is a
doing
crime.
something like that to me, if y'all ever think that they'll do that something to me, just know I have lawyers in my family. Let you know that. Because I will come for you. And I'll come to your house. I will get on a plane, on a train. Wherever you name it. So don't play with me. You live in a dangerous game.
Sue all 2026. Mika said sue all 2026. Period.
Hello.
And if Akira is serious about sending them screenshots, I think a lot of y'all finna get sued.
Nick, mine, you gonna come in there, you ain't gonna leave out the same way. I'm telling you that now. You gonna have help helping you out, and you ain't gonna you gonna be in a plastic bag.
What you say, Rain?
I was saying that they feel like they can hide behind these fake pages.
Yeah, you can't.
And it's so funny because they all do it. And I be laughing. I'm like, do they not know? All it take is one police report and they will reveal who you are, your IP address, and when you start the page and everything. Like people, they need to really educate themselves before
And
they
I
come.
got cops in my family.
Look, Rain, I ain't got time to educate a fool.
So I'm saying the criminals really be dumb.
Yeah. They said Brene don't know. Brene, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna push y'all up for the ones in the back. That's who I'm talking to, not the ones up front that had sound mind. The ones in the back. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Do y'all know when Brene went, her IP addresses with her fake accounts was on there in court too? Them fake accounts was on there too. Just so y'all know. Just so you know. She is now Akira. She's labeled Akira stalker. Okay, y'all. We're gonna turn off these comments so we can go ahead and finish. We're gonna do about 4 more pages. Sometimes I tell y'all 2 and I'll keep on reading, but I just tell y'all about 2. But sometimes I just keep on reading till I stop. But turn the comments off. We finna get back to this spicy transcript. And you guys, I'll be back at 4 tomorrow too to do this all over again. So y'all got them all? Okay. So she said, I asked, this is, let me see where we left off. This is Akira. So it stated in the text message that I sent to my husband. I definitely said that you make me uncomfortable. So that's where we left off. And I asked him multiple times, was there anything to be concerned about? He said no. I took it to your then husband, Devin, about my concerns. And again, it's not my job to check you. It's your husband's job. But we were friends, remember? How come you didn't come to me? This is Brene. How come you didn't come to me if we were friends? She's then Miss Jones, Attorney Jones, she said, objection, asked and answered. The court sustained by Ms. Kennard. In the beginning of the testimony, you stated we were friends, correct? Akira, that's what I said. Brene. Okay. And you feel like you can come to your friend about anything, correct? She said yes. So my question to you is, why didn't you come to me and tell me supposed to going to my former husband, because you just stated that you came to me and then you went to him. Miss Jones, objection, asked and answered, sustained. Okay, I'll move on by Miss Kennard. So you're suing me for millions of dollars, correct? Akira, I don't remember the exact dollar amount, but it's million or more. So what is it that you're losing by not being with Mr. Montague? I need y'all to really listen to this good part. Let me tuck my wig. Let's see. I can give you a whole list. So the things that I lost, not having Mr. Montague wasn't just my loss. My children lost their father. My children have become a statistic. My children not only lost their father physically, emotionally, mentally, and financially, I've lost my spousal support, somebody who I could talk to. I lost my best friend. I lost a significant other. I lost my companion. I lost my backbone. I lost my personal diary. I lost the financial stability of him contributing to our children's life. I lost a lot. I lost the person that I met and took a vow before God with. Okay, what was your marriage like throughout those how many years? 5 years you said you were married. What was the marriage like? How many years of marriage? It would have been 7 years, October the 20th. So 6 years, 6.5. Honestly, although we had our rough patches, as I stated before, I and him, from my knowledge of what he exposed and expressed to me, he was in a loving marriage. We had our fun. The only problem we had was financial. Even with the past infidelity, we reconciled. So that was on the back burner. So again, with us coming together and communicating about how we felt in the moment of infidelity, we came back together as one and said, okay, we know what caused this. We know how to fix it. Let's move on. We got this. We're a team. And in doing so, we felt we were so strong that we wanted to renew our vows for our 5 year. So again, in our eyes, not just mine, we felt that we had a loving understanding and a big growth in our marriage. So Renee, okay, and how long were you separated to Mr. Montague before? Separated when? Before? That's what I'm asking. How long were you guys separated? Well, separated March 14th, 2024, until I haven't been with him since. You never separated prior to any of this? No, we never were separated. So why do you feel your marriage ended and without saying me? Oh, because he had sex with you. Renee, no. Okay, so take no responsibility in your marriage ending at all whatsoever. No accountability, no responsibility. You just blame Mr. Montague. Is that correct? So here's a cure. So reflecting on it, it's not my fault that he couldn't fight temptation and go with something that was easier for him. So with that being said, I don't blame myself thanks to Cherry. There, Miss Cherry. I don't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I loved that man. I supported that man. I gave him my all. I gave him 2 kids. I fed him. I clothed him. I bought everything he needed. I did what I was supposed to do as a wife. Renee, that's Akira. I did what I was supposed to do. Renee, oh, okay. But the exhibits that opposing party your attorney submitted into evidence shows that you said that you felt like you should have spoke up more. You felt like you should have did more in your marriage. So I'm not understanding what you mean by that. Help me understand a little bit. Miss Jones, Your Honor, can she clarify the question? The court. Yes, ma'am. Kennard, okay, can I have a moment, please? And then here goes Brene. So exhibit 277, where you guys are talking about where Mr. Mayo says, these are text messages. Kira, yes, this is. So in the beginning of March 28, 2024, you guys were talking about, no, I'm sorry, that's not Akira, that's Brene. Talking about, he was checking on you. You was checking on him. But as you go down, Devin asked you, Mr. Mayo asked you, yeah, for sure. Can I ask you a question? You say yes. How, he say, do you ever blame yourself for what happened? You said yes. And you said why? And here's Akira. He said why? And then Brene, he said, why? Excuse me. He said, why? So I'm trying to understand. You said that you don't take any responsibility because of me. But then you said, well, partially. So where is the partially you coming from? because you said to him that he asked you, do you blame yourself? And you said yes. You explained to me, hold on one second. So explain, here's Brene, because Brene got spaces in what she's saying. So explain to me what you mean by well partially. But if I would have spoken up when I was uncomfortable about things, right? So I'm asking you, where is the accountability? Where is other than me? Because Miss Jones, Your Honor, it sounds like she is testifying. And the court, he sustained. I don't understand. Miss Jones said, I don't understand what she's saying. And Kennard said, I'm sorry. So Kennard continues. So I'm just trying to understand. You say that I'm the reason that you guys' marriage failed, but it was infidelity in the past and also other issues. You're talking about the past, but I keep telling you we reconcile. So all of it is irrelevant because again, that is the past. We came to an understanding. We moved past that into a loving and continue our marriage in a loving marriage. So you keep saying what happened in the past, but the past don't matter because him and I reconcile. So I'm not understanding what you want me to say. So Brene said, okay, I appreciate that. What is your definition of toxic? Akira said, toxic. Brene said, let me rephrase it for you. Do you believe your relationship was ever toxic? Akira, not really, no. And then Brene said, no. Akira said, toxic as far as him not doing his part of the house chores. We didn't have any real issues other than finances. Miss Kennard, okay, Your Honor, I have a screenshot of her on Facebook message post that she posted. Am I allowed to show the witness to get her to read it? The deputy come here. The deputy came and gave her the paperwork. Your Honor, I would like to see it. That's Miss Jones. The court, have you marked? She said, this is Brene. She said, I'm sorry, go ahead. Have you marked it? Miss Kennard, yes, it's Exhibit 1. Exhibit 1. All right, show it to Miss Jones. Do you mind reading that for the court? Hold on. So first of all, do you recognize the exhibit, ma'am? Akira said yes. The court, all right. And you have that, Miss Jones? And Miss Jones said, yes, sir. Any objections to the witness reading it? Miss Jones, no, Your Honor. All right. Miss Montague, can you read what you said on Facebook, please? Akira, Your Honor, am I able to proceed? Miss Jones, is she able to proceed, Your Honor? That's what she asked. And then the court, yes. So Akira says, so this is a post of me on my Facebook. It says, and I quote, I keep saying I'm going on a divorce cruise, but I don't want to celebrate the divorce. I want to celebrate the new beginnings and me getting out of a toxic situation. So yeah, I'm ready for the new beginnings cruise, and me and my brother, Devin Mayo, finna respectfully cut up. Update, all my people that have made sure I was good, y'all better be in attendance. I want us to take over the boat. And you just stated that you and Mr. Montague was never in a toxic situation. She said, no, from my understanding, we weren't. This was after per the date, after Devin sent me the video. I mean, the voice recording exposing what the truth really was. Brene, okay. And could you remember the date again of the video of the voice recording? She said, no, but I'm pretty sure it's in the binder. Which exhibit it is, I'm not sure. Miss Kennard, okay. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Okay, so if you go to exhibit 286, well, I guess it will probably be 285 because I believe July the 11th, 2024 is when I guess the conversation has started. So you said that on your Facebook post, this situation became toxic, and you said was after Mr. Mayo sent you the voice recording, right? Correct? She said, that's correct. Correct. You filed alienation of affection in what? In what month and what year? Akira, I don't know where the packet is up here, so I can't tell you off the top of my head. Do you mind if I answer that for you? Do you mind if I answer? Akira said, I don't have the answer. Can you answer it? And then Renee said, okay. So it was May 28, 2024, but you just said that the only reason why your marriage was toxic is because of what Devin sent you. He sent you the audio July 11th, but you initially filed alienation of affection and criminal conversation on me prior to. So I'm not understanding how it is because you said it was toxic. Is because of me, the situation? I don't understand that. Akira, I'm sorry. I didn't say you were. Where did I say that you were toxic because of the situation? Renee, so what was your words? I'm confused, Akira said. She said, I'll move on. So you testified this week, and I believe it was today. You said that you found the videos on the computer. Akira, on the computer. Hold on. On the computer, and that you and I had never had a conversation before when you reached out to me, right? Opposing party asked you, did I ever come to you and apologize for anything? And you stated no. She asked you 3 times and you said no, correct? Is that still your answer? Akira said, when did you ever apologize for sleeping with my husband? Attorney Jones, objection, compound question. The court, overruled. So here Kennard is. So is that a yes or no? Akira said, I don't understand the question. Renee, my question is, your attorney asked you 3 times, did I apologize to you? And you stated no. Is that correct? Akira said, yes, you never apologized to me. Renee said, so you don't recall a time where I came to Jacoby, I didn't mean to say his name, basketball game in February. I believe February 6th, and we didn't have a conversation, Miss Montague. Akira said, I don't. Do you have that conversation? Because I don't recall it. I do know that day Timothy was being very aggressive and almost slammed my arm in the door of his car, and you were standing right there, and I told you to get away from me. I do remember that. So you remember parts of the story? Like I said, I don't recall, but I do recall you being there, and I told you to stay away from me. I do recall Timothy almost slamming my arm in the door. I do recall my mom being there trying to defuse the situation, but I told her I got it. I do remember y'all taking me away, the attention away from my son, and I couldn't miss him. I mean, see him in his basketball game, because my mom said in there with him, she stayed in there with him. That's what I recall. I remember the trauma of my kid, of me not being there, because I was trying to figure out what was going on with the daddy and his mistress. My God. Okay, can you turn to Exhibit 264 in your binder text messages? She said, okay, to what? She said 64. In fact, I'm sorry, let's go back. My apologies, Miss Montague, 263. So if you look down, it says March 14th, 2024 at 10:35 p.m. You see that, right? Okay. So it reads, hey, Brene, if you have time this week, can we talk? I don't want bad blood between us. It's been bothering me. Right? Right. So as you can see, Miss Jones, Your Honor, can the witness answer the question? She didn't even answer. She said, right. I thought she was nodding. Miss Montague, is that what it says? Akira, yes, that's what it says. Miss Kennard, okay, so my question to you is, you're saying that I alienated a relationship between you and your former husband with malicious intent. So do you believe it was malicious intent? Akira said, as previously stated, yes, I do. Yes. So if you believed it was malicious intent, then how come you text me and said you don't want bad blood with me? If you feel as though I did something to harm you in so many ways, that I backstabbed you, I did you completely wrong, I did you dirty, but you said to me you didn't want bad blood, that doesn't sound like you. And then Miss Kennard, I'm sorry, Your Honor. You need to ask a simple question. Ms. Kennard, I'm sorry. So my question to you is, do you feel like my intentions of anything was malicious? Akira said yes. Ms. Kennard, okay, let's break there for our afternoon recess. Ladies and gentlemen, and then, he goes into them, telling them no social media, no nothing, just don't talk about the case and all that. And they had to be back. And he gave them time. They had to be back. So hold on. So Ms. Jones said, "Can I approach, Your Honor?" She said, and the judge said, "You may." Ms. Kennard, I'll have the deputy fill you in, because okay, so you only can approach the bench if you're the judge, if you're a lawyer. Renee couldn't come up to the judge. The deputy would have had to fill her in on whatever they discussed, because she's not court appointed, if that makes sense. So we can open up, y'all can open up for a minute. And I think we got somebody that's already in the chat. Trying to come up. Okay. I didn't mean to. I guess that was an accident. Okay, so that everybody like, wow. Hi, Glow. Hi, panel. Hey, how you doing? Exhibit 1, laugh out loud. Oh, yeah. Renee said, can it read that? Okay, so anything saying 200 busy, stop.
Before you get started, thank you everyone for watching the live. Please tap
Let me
the
use the
screen.
restroom right quick. Go ahead.
Y'all keep tapping until Glow come back. No, I didn't. I text her about that medicine. She said she gonna try to get somebody out here. The holidays was here, so she had to get her team together to deliver. They normally was. This song, yeah.
Welcome back. That was for Tim.
Oh yeah, he's a bad bitch. He is. So what did y'all think about and couldn't word it good? Hold on. He just such an interesting face. Let me see. He is a BAN.
I know she wanted to be there for her son game, but I probably would have slapped the piece out of Brene at that game.
No, she left the okay. So Akira made her mom stay inside while she go deal with Brene and them. And did you hear like he tried to like be? I remember someone had said Tim's he's like an abuser. He is. Like all of a sudden he's got this aggression against Akira. Like this is the mother of your children. It's nothing for her to deserve the way he's been treating her. And then she said he grabbed her arm. You grabbed her arm. You BAN. Y'all, it said the fan club has completed the third stage of club quest. Club victory has been unlocked for all the fans to send and celebrate. Oh, y'all, we doing the dang thing. So you make sure y'all continue to like share the live, tap, and make sure if you're coming in, get your daily hearts, please. Tapping is clapping. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming in. We got 235 people over here. We got one person. We're going to build a YouTube up to. We got one person on YouTube, but I'm just trying to run the time. Top notch. Hey, all y'all. Thank you for sharing. Thank y'all for sharing the live. And it's I was told, what is it? Hashtag what is it? Hashtag FYP. Y'all, yeah, hashtag FYP me, y'all.
Glow, give us a little clip of what the subscribers get to see.
Oh, I'm on it, but hold on, let me see. So this one for this clip, I would have. I'm gonna find one with Akira. Well, y'all won't see Akira because her face. She didn't want her face. So on this one, it would be Brene cross-examining her, and really, to be honest, she wasn't getting up. Brene was sitting at the table. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Brene was sitting at the desk, and she wouldn't get up. She was yeah. She was big, boy. And she was trying to, this what she was doing, asking her questions. She felt like she wasn't walking around. She's a lazy per se.
Let's get to 200K if y'all want to see the video.
They said how do they become subscribers? So isn't it down by the chat, Rain? New Money?
Yes, so they can go to your main page and subscribe. They can also go, hold on, let me see.
Thank you. You found it? Oh, I found it. Okay. Raven, were you the only one that asked? So what we would have, it'll be transcribed for y'all to see what was going in court that day. I might do two. I might do two videos. What? I have never seen somebody just keep. I'm gonna get him. They just texting me away like I didn't say I was gonna call you back when I get off the live. Like I'm with some. I said I'm with somebody. They started texting and calling. Hold on.
Y'all keep tapping.
Give me 1 second, y'all. They steady texting. Let me see. Okay, I'm done. I'll talk to him later. Okay, so where we at? Okay. Okay. So she said, I'll have the deputy fill you in. So with Brene, like I said, she can't go approach the judge, and you know how like they have their little conversation at the bench. She can't go up there because she's per se. So the deputy will have to fill Brene in. So the court, all right, that message has been relayed to Ms. Kennard. Any questions or concerns, Ms. Kennard? She said, no, Your Honor. And then the court said, I don't think there would be anything further from the plaintiff before we bring the jury back. So they had took the jury back out, and so they're bringing them back in. Ms. Jones, no, Your Honor. The court, Ms. Kennard, anything from you? She said, no, Your Honor. He said, all right, let's bring the jury back in. So they bring the jury back in. They don't have to swear nobody under oath. They still under the, they're still under oath. So Brene goes into say, all right, when did you start feeling uncomfortable when I came around? When did you start feeling uncomfortable with me? Brene was asking questions, like doubling her questions up. That's what's frustrating. And then she's kind of trying to get her words together. So it makes it so hard to makes it so hard to kind of read what she got going on, because it's like a stumble, like they got spaces in between what she's saying. They said, all right, when did you, or what she I read that, when you came and stayed, so this is a cure, when you came and stayed in my home and you were parading around in short shorts and a tight fitted and oversized shirt, but it fit kind of snug because of you could see your nipples print through your shirt. That's how snug it was. So that around that time. Also, when you started to get closer to my husband, at the time when you started leaving me out of the conversation, and when you started to go on dates with my husband at the time, that's when I got uncomfortable. And and this is Brene, and have you ever came to me and told me these things? She said, yes, I have. She said, can you name a time, please? She said, let's see. We were sitting on on my marital couch, and I expressed to you. You then said, "Oh, do you have a problem with it?" And I was like confused on your tone. Timothy reassured me that I don't think she meant it that way. Then you turned to Devin and said, "Do you have a problem with the way that I am?" And I'm just confused to your response to me stating that I was uncomfortable because, again, I felt like you were a friend. So here I am addressing the issue not only to you, but in front of your husband and mine, because I have issue with you and my husband, and your husband is there. So why not address you in front of everybody? I've addressed you guys separately, didn't see a change, so let me address it you as a group. But but your response back was a little bit aggressive. And then Brene said, and when was this? She said, when you came to stay at our home for those 2 weeks. I thought Brene stayed for 1 week, y'all. I thought she stayed for 1 week. That's what she said, didn't she? 2 whole weekends? 2 whole weekends. These 2 weeks, those 2 weeks. Brene, do you remember the date of the video? Hold on. Y'all turn off the comments for me, please. She said, not off the top of my head. Okay, did we do anything after the video? Were we still hanging around after the video? that was created? She said, yes, we hung around that January 2025, probably like the first week. Yeah, probably like the first week of January. And were you still uncomfortable? She said, yes, I stated that. She said, I stated to you before. So why did we continue to hang out if you were uncomfortable then? She said, we didn't continue to hang out. I asked you to leave multiple times. I met with my grandmother and my mother at a Triangle, not a Triangle Mall, Triangle, by Triangle Town Center at the Walmart. And I stated to them how uncomfortable that I was. They said that they would come to the house the next day. I told them, no, I'll handle it. I went back home. You were still there. My grandmother came the next day. You stated that he wanted you there. So, Brene, so you said during the 2 weeks of us, wait, y'all. Brene said that she was there for a week. Remember, she had went and she did that interview. She said she stayed for a week. She didn't stay for 2 weeks. But she's agreeing with Akira in these transcripts. That's what I'm telling y'all. Like, that Tamara Hall show was some BS to me. That was some BS to me. She was lying. She was lying a whole lot. So she said, hold on, let me see. Hold on. Hold on, let me see. Give me you. So, okay. So she said you stated that he wanted you there. So this is when all the situation getting ready to go down with Big Sur. So you said during the 2 weeks of the video, the exhibit that your attorney submitted into the evidence, you said that I was with you for 2 weeks, 2 whole weeks, and you said you don't remember when that was. You said it was. And then you said after that those 2 weeks were still continue to we still continue to hang around each other. How come you being uncomfortable with me and my actions, you still wanted to hang out with me? Why is that? She said, Akira, after you, as I just stated, we did not hang out after that. Last time when you got aggressive, I asked you to leave. You did not leave. I met up with my grandmother and my mother to express my feelings. You refused to leave. I told them I would handle it. My grandmother said, okay. However, she came to the house the next day. I was still not comfortable with you there. Okay. This is Brene. Okay, so let's go back. You stated in your testimony that you were the breadwinner in your marriage, correct? She said yes. So Mr. Montague didn't do anything to help you at all? She said, Akira said, as stated before, Montague helped as far as the kids and doing house chores, cooking and cleaning. When he got a refund check, he was able to apply it to what he could, other than what he had to use to put back on his student loans. So a lot of times when I'm familiar with, I can speak about this. So I know a lot of people that were married in college, and what they would do is, to help cover the bills, like say if they get a refund check. I knew somebody that was from out of town, and him and his wife, he got a refund check. He paid his rent up for like maybe 6 months or to a year with that refund check. He paid it up enough. And then the wife covered everything else. They worked as a team. So where Tim was short at, he took care of the house, he cleaned his chores, he did chores, house chores. And then when he had little money and stuff, that's what he would apply to the house. Versus Akira held down the house completely because she worked while he was in school, and the roles were supposed to reverse. So she was waiting on her turn because he was so he could be the breadwinner while she went to school. That's what a lot of couples do. This is not uncommon at all. So yes, he did contribute, but I was still the breadwinner. She said, okay. And how many times did you go to school throughout the course of your marriage? She said twice. And did you finish? As previously stated before, no. Do you remember what those reasons were? She said yes. The first reason was because I conceived our child and wasn't going to be able to maintain 2 babies during COVID and go to school. I couldn't do that, so I dropped my classes. The second time was when we moved to Wilson. I reapplied to school. I could not finish school because of the emotional distress. I still had to go to work feeling uncomfortable with you being in my house because you refused to leave. I could not focus on my what they call clinicals, even though I was going to school to be a school teacher. I could not focus on that. I couldn't barely turn in my work assignments because after finding the videos of Timothy and you on our marital computer, he confiscated the computer and I could not do my schoolwork. So not only did I fell behind, I was unable to catch back up. My mom actually came out of Wilson from Durham, North Carolina to purchase me a laptop because she said, and I quote, "Hell no, we ain't doing this. You going to finish this time." So we went to go get me a computer from the local Walmart. And did you finish? She said again, no, I could not finish because of the emotional distress that your now husband, my then husband, caused me. And okay, so you believe it's everyone's fault why you didn't finish school? Is that correct? It is definitely that you played a role in it. Timothy plays a role in it, and myself myself that plays a role in it because I allow somebody to come. I allow somebody into my home who came to me that they really needed it. So that's where I take accountability for letting an intruder into my home. Okay, if you go to your original complaint, number 45, do you have it in front of you? She said, no, I don't. Miss Kennard, Attorney Jones, do you have the complaint? I can get her one. Miss Kennard, please. Miss Jones, Your Honor, she's asked her to get her amended complaint. That's what we're doing. I thought there were more copies. May I approach? Are you referring to the amended complaint, or the first ones? Miss Kennard, what you mean? The only one that I have is the amended complaint for criminal conversation and alienation of affection. Miss Jones, that's what I was asking. Kennard, oh, okay, well then that one. So here comes the judge. Ladies and gentlemen, usually it's not proper for the parties' pleadings to be put into evidence inquired about. However, in this case, the plaintiff complaint is verified by her, which means that the factual allegations were sworn to by the plaintiff. So in this limited circumstances, it may be appropriate for Ms. Kennard to ask Ms. Montague about that. So, Ms. Kennard, if you will just read it, it's a factual allegation from the complaint. You can read it to her and ask her about it. Ms. Kennard, yes, Your Honor. Ms. Jones, and I have it. May I approach the court? All right, yeah, you may. Ms. Jones, Your Honor, I'm handing her the amended complaint, and it is verified, correct? And Ms. Jones said, yes, Your Honor. The court, thank you. Ms. Kennard, thank you. And here go Kennard. Can you turn to 45 and could you read that to this court, please? And Akira said, okay, 45, plaintiff recalls a moment of February 2024 where she walked into the marital home and plaintiff husband did not acknowledge her. Moreover, when defendant walked into the marital home, seconds later, plaintiff's husband acknowledged the defendant. Brene, okay, so you just stated that you made me leave. Was this before or after? She said, I never made you leave. Brene, well, what did you say? I'm sorry. I asked you to leave. You refused to. You also just stated that your grandmother and your mom came to the house. They wanted me to leave. You said you got it, and that you were going to ask me to leave. Akira, and you still did not leave. So I didn't go nowhere? She said, no, you didn't. Brene, do you recall when the incident happened? She said, not off the top of my head, but it was in between. It was January because it was when we were returning Christmas stuff. Well, that's what I just said. It was January. And you said I refused to leave, but somehow I left, right? But then you initial complaint, you said you recall a time in February 2024. But I thought you said I left already. So how can you recall a time if I was never there? Akira, I never said you left. We asked you to leave. You refused to leave. The only reason why you left is because the police were called. You then came back to the home. You still intended to stay after I asked you to leave multiple times, but I still left, correct? She said, I'm sorry you left. She said, I'm sorry you left? And then Miss Jones said, objection, asked and answered. And then the judge said, overruled. You left and came back as if you and him just went to the store. And then Brene said, I left and came back. That's what I said, Akira said. And then Brene said, and I stayed still. I came back to your home again a month or so. I guess you don't remember the time later, and we were still cool. We were still close. No, we weren't. We were still close, and if you look at your lease that you signed for Winterville, North Carolina, you signed your lease. I believe it was January the 31st, 2024. Brene, no, February. And you proceeded to come to the house, and I asked you to leave again, but you insisted on staying because you were helping Tim with something. Okay. And when did you, and when
Hold
did,
on, Glow. How many times did she have to ask you to leave?
do you feel, turn the comments
You
on.
kept saying leave, leave, leave. I'm like, damn, how many times she asked her to leave?
Tim kept letting the girl in the house. He let her stay. Tim was bringing her in. Tim liked the drama. Tim knew that his wife was uncomfortable. Akira came to him. You can turn the comments back on for me. Let me catch my boy.
Like, golly, how many times somebody gotta ask you to leave?
Some idiot gonna ask me, am I Nicki Minaj? These days, I ain't liking Nicki Minaj, to be honest with you. They both bullied Akira. Yes, they did. They both bullied him. And he was actually, and Tim was actually being an abuser at that time. You know what I'm saying? He was doing some stuff.
Sitting on couch, drinking coffee.
She do lack comprehension.
Other guy,
Hey, Bianca.
I'm at the time. Trying to get those.
Bianca.
Girl, I was not trying to get on there.
Okay, I got you.
How you doing, love?
All right, I'll drop you down.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so Tim is the root of all this. He is. Tim is a straight Pussy.
I'm like, I'm sick of the word leave. You keep asking how many times did I leave? You kept like, girl, she said she asked you to leave.
And then she keep asking, if y'all know, Renee keep asking the same questions over and over again.
Yeah.
The court is getting upset. So how we feeling, y'all? How y'all feeling about like what y'all hearing right now at this point about what's going on? You said you wanted to respond to him, but I couldn't. I feel you, Rareness. I feel you. This said locked him up. The double team, Akira, definitely verbal abuse. Yes, disgusted. Disgusted. Akira has the patience of Job in the Bible.
And I think Brittany was getting her little rocks off while she was up there.
She
asking her all that
was.
stuff.
She was. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. That y'all don't know. some of the questions that Renee asked and will be asking is irrelevant to what Akira. She will write them down because she will go back and write them down, like the questions and stuff. Like the questions when Akira answers, she will write them down so she could know. Oh, thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Hidden in plain sight. Thank you so much. But she would write the questions down. Like she would ask specific questions to Akira. Like she did get her rocks off. She did.
Yeah, because like you asking her why she dropped out of school. Well, she had to take care of her kids. What single, well, I ain't gonna say single, but
She
what
had, at one point,
mother
she had
that
to,
don't.
yeah, at one point she had to take care of kids. The second part the second time she came, that's when all the mess the floodgate had opened, and Akira found that stuff in her shared computer with Tim. And then Tim confiscated the computer. He confiscated the computer. Sure did. Hot grease. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. He needs some damn hot grease.
I said that it's on somebody else's post. I don't care. Me and Big Cheryl would have had to get Brene up out of there.
Girl, Big Cheryl ain't no killer, but don't push her. Cause Big Cheryl wanted all the smoke. She wanted
we
all
would have
of
had to drag Brene up out of there by both of them titties.
Yeah.
Hot and sweaty, wigs flying. She was coming up out of there.
Brene ain't gonna do nothing. She wasn't gonna antagonize Akira. That's exactly what she was doing. She was taunting her in her own home. And Tim, he's a piece of horse manure. Ain't worth a pot to piss in or throw it out of with his saggy titty self. Big wide hip. This stuff could make you, I'm telling you, reading these transcripts will have you on fire like it just happened. Somebody said Akira is a saint because they would have been real beat up. Yeah, confiscate the laptop. We both ain't gonna be using it. You feel me? I would have put something in there. But I don't know. I think he probably tried to get it aggressively and probably yank it out her hand. I think that's what he tried to do.
When them police got there, they'd be like, man, why are you out of breath? Because I just dragged her up out of here.
And the fall of Brene to call the police on Akira. Oh, yeah, because she was, yeah, and then wanted to press charges. You know, they like to play the police game. That's Brene and them tactic. Listening to them is making me hot. Oh, yeah, it'll get you hot. We ain't even, buckle up, Buttercup. You remember we got a whole week of transcripts that they dropped. I will be reading them. They tried to mentally break her. They did. Yes, they really did. They really did. They truly, really tried to break her. But God protected her. He did. And he's still protecting her. He's still protecting her. Who we got? That's so Raven. Hey, Raven.
Hey, I just want to say real quick, this started making my body hot. I ain't gonna even lie. I got 3 fans going in the air conditioner and I'm feeling real hot over here. There would have been no way.
I'm telling you.
In this Christmas, when she had to put the baby all on the floor and started beating his ass with a belt, but
with that oil.
Girl. Oil hot.
But God.
Hot. Oh my God. I wouldn't care, but they would have called her mama, the stud master, Corinne.
The stud master?
She would have called. Okay? Everybody would have called the stud master because she's the only one that looked like maybe she could do something. Call her.
The stud master can't do nothing. Y'all don't know how big the stud master got. Did you see them pictures the Big Show had? Go back. She big. She can't catch a girl. She can't run up the street. She can't even run to the corner.
But you know, them, no offense to nobody, but them studs, they be having a little strength to them.
I don't think it's not that one. That one is in the dungeon, lazy, barely got dark rings around her eyes.
I would have wanted them just to call everybody, just so everybody.
Thank you. They say great live glow.
Somebody said her arms are short.
They short.
They are built very weird.
T-Rex. They mama built weird. Even the weight loss didn't even do accentuate nothing. You know, when somebody really lose weight, you be like, damn, she look good.
Well, if you got a lot of weight on you when you do the weight loss, it be a lot of loose skin. So you still got to go and get that part taken care of.
Thank y'all.
No, we
Thank
don't
you,
play
Miss
that. My
JoJo
bad.
T. It caught me off guard. Boy, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot, and I just want to check on y'all. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing in the chat?
I
Wait,
wish I
now
was
we
her
don't
friend
claim.
and
Oh,
I could give her a hug because you could tell that you can tell she's a sweetheart. And I know all this probably just caught her off guard because for some people ain't, they first reaction don't be physical. Now me, I would have body slammed that. I would have body slammed her, but that's just me. But you could tell it just caught her off guard and she didn't know how to, like, which way to turn with all this.
let me tell you something. I'm a type of person. Y'all see how calm I be? It's like when I'm on red. Ooh, y'all. Ooh. So I'm trying to work on myself, on a lot of things, because I have people looking at me and I want to be that, but I'm human. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I'm good. Thank you for checking in on me, but it's okay to be not okay. And to have that hey Tat, and to have that support, and for you not to be okay. And so Akira is going through like the valleys and the peaks. And when I say valleys and the peaks, she's going through her emotions. So I can appreciate how Jody's sister just said, you know what? Bring it on. I got time. They ain't got the time. I don't even want them to have the time. I got the time. That's my niece she's carrying. That's how we gonna do this. You wanna run up. Let's talk about it. Let me get your evil ass together. You know, but with Akira, it's so much that she has to deal with, so many layers that she have to deal with. Like she has to Tim is y'all, this is something she's mourning. She's mourning this.
Oh God.
She's mourning this. He look, you know what I'm saying? It's like she has to have a funeral in her head to keep it, to keep going. But yet, thank you so much. But yet still hold grace for her children. He is a bitter baby, a bitter baby bitch. That's what he is, a bitter baby bitch. He's jealous of and I'm gonna tell you, when he seen that come up off of Devin, that's when he really started trying to go to the gym, but he can't stay away from them Big Macs. He can't stay because they eat about 6 times. They eat
Well,
6
you
times.
can't lose weight if the other person in your house was the main source of income, sitting here always buying double cheeseburgers and Big Macs and triple doubles
Hey,
and all that
Dom.
type of stuff.
Yeah. That picture's
No.
wild. The gym, the locks. Look.
I will
Tim got
say
extensions.
that glow up though, I will say seeing Devin glow up, because let's not forget Devin was the quiet one. Nobody thought Devin would get on here and do TikTok videos.
They said he gained every pound from
It looks like
He did. Devin said, ooh, that Chapolo, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. The way
he looked
that
good
Libra
too.
scale, baby. Let me tell you something. When my Libra scale, like I like to feel balanced. I'm a Libra, so I have to feel like it's big. I'm not even into like signs and stuff like that. But it's one thing I can say is me. September 24th, I have to be balanced. I have to be balanced. When I tip over, that's when I'm seeing red. So I try to like keep balance. That's why I'm into blocking. I don't want nobody in my space that don't mean me no good. I'd rather stay to myself before I be around somebody. Because when I pop off, I don't start, but I damn sure gonna finish. And I might start like this, like, okay, and then no, it ain't okay. And then I see red. So I don't like to feel like that. I'm at the age I don't like to feel like that. So before I feel like that, have my blood pressure and me up here breaking my nails, it's too many other resources I got because I got big dogs in my corner. Hey Didi, I got big dogs in my corner. So now I have the means to take you to court, do other stuff, and I'm okay with that. And people might be like, oh no, that's when you in a different league, baby. I'm in a different league. I'm in a different league. Back in the day, now if that would have happened to me, I think I would have had to pull if you know, you know. I think I probably would have had to pull a Monique Johnson.
What's a Monique Johnson?
She was an old co-worker. She made it on Snap. She was my old co-worker. My old co-worker. I would have probably had to pull me one of them. Because ain't no way you gonna sit here and disrespect me in my house. But I'm not talking about that situation, but I'm talking about how it happened. She came to work. She was like, hey, she real quiet. She moved like a ninja. Didn't even know this girl had committed a whole crime with her son.
What?
So
How much time she get behind that?
She got manslaughter. And then went in, and then recently, not too long ago, one of my 901 people, they said, Glow, I sent you something. The girl that sit here tried to do her other boyfriend the same way. I said
Same girl?
Same woman, she got out. And she tried to do another man. I think he was a police officer too.
Oh, wait a
But
minute, the
that's what I
first
be
one was a
saying,
police
like,
officer?
what if this case would have went a whole total
Another
different
way. That's what I'm saying. You could look, that young lady, I'm gonna tell you the only thing that saved Akira, especially when you have kids that you bore and you love them down. Them kids spur Brene. Brene should be kissing those kids behinds. You hear me? Because that girl could have went loco. You hear me? Devin, he got a praying mother. Devin took a lot internal. That broke Devin. That weight loss y'all see, that was a sickness. It's no way in the world that man was supposed to lose that weight like that quick.
He went to the gym looking for something. It wasn't to better himself like that, but
no,
I mean,
he lost it from stress first. New
Yeah.
money. How many pounds did he lose? He said 25 or 50. What was it? It was 50 pounds in 1 week.
He lost a lot of weight.
He lost in 1 week. He lost 50 pounds.
That man was stressing.
He was going through trauma and trying to fight himself. It was Devin against Devin. He was one side of Devin was like it was God on one side and it was the devil on the other telling him, let's go. Let's go. Let's set it off in this month. But God chose something different.
People keep saying like cheating is normal. No, it's not.
Why they try to normalize? Now you
cheating on somebody.
That ain't normal. I'm not normalizing no cheating.
Like the people that keep commenting on this, talking about people get cheated on every day. This shit is not normal. These people were mentally broken down and abused. That is not normal.
Her own mama said, I got cheated on. You a goofy. That's why you got cheated on. That's why you got cheated on. And you got piss poor daughters from the cheating.
You watched Brene, we watched her break that man down in real time.
And don't feel sorry about it.
And she don't feel an ounce of sorry.
And let me tell you, the day of reckoning for that, baby, God ain't through with Brene yet. See, Brene feel like she being blessed, that God blessing her. Let me tell you, the devil can bless you too.
Mm-hmm.
The devil can bless you too.
And then bring you right back down.
And bring you right back down. She wicked. She wicked.
The whole Tamara Hall thing, she was like, oh, thank God. Even him, like, thank God for Tamara. See, they thinking things like this, like a blessing.
They
You
do.
didn't go on Tamara Hall because you and your husband sat here and now have like a multi-million-dollar business or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go for nothing positive. You went because you made headlines for being an adulteress.
And you think this is really something proud to be about. I mean, you proud about that.
You went on national television to talk about how you sat here, how the both of y'all sat here and cheated on each other's spouses. He related to your spouse. You was best friends with his spouse. So that wasn't a blessing. I'm gonna tell
you how foolish they are and how unreal they are and delusional. They didn't even have they went by what Tamara Hall said. Tamara Hall said, so all y'all were friends. And they said yes. No, not one time did somebody say, no, Devin is my cousin. And if you go back, you will see that they were. Akira said, what was that, yesterday? This week we talked about Akira, what I read about, Akira said that Tim had took a bereavement. He took bereavement from work. That's what he said. For him and Devin's cousin that passed away. But the whole time, he wasn't breathing. He was hanging out with Brene. And Brene wasn't even there for Devin when he lost his the same situation. It was their family member. That was Tim's and Devin's family member that had died. So if y'all not know Ken, why in the world you taking off for a bereavement day for your cousin?
But they like to leave that part out.
Yeah. They pick and choose. They pick and choose. Pick and choose. Pick and choose. Hey, from Iceland. I got somebody from Iceland.
That's why I don't keep understanding why people keep being like, oh, this is normal, this is normal. Okay,
No, it's not.
Last time somebody cheated on you with your cousin. When the last time somebody did that to you? That's not normal. It's not normal for you to be up in here and be all in my face and act like you my friend and you sleep around. That's not normal. And I hate the fact that people keep trying to normalize, like, well, because I saw something earlier. Somebody was like, Akira's bitter. She needs to get over this. Her and Devin are both bitter. They need to stop suing her, this and the third. And it's like,
let me tell you something. Ain't nobody stopping nothing. Ain't no all that side noise. I block it out. I'm gonna keep on talking until Akira get her money. I'm gonna keep on talking until I feel like everyone has been vindicated. I feel it. Until then, I'm team Akira. I'm team women empowerment. I'm team Devin. I'm team standing up for kings and taking down clowns. Because there's no way that a cousin that you grew up from this little with, and you do that. And you said, I even talked, even some of the stuff he said, Ninja played on his live. And I'm going to try to find that recording so we can hear it. And he said, yeah, when they was on BG Live. And he said, yeah, bro, because me and you had a conversation and I was coming over there every day and you were proud about coming over there? You was proud about coming to this man's house, sleeping with his wife? You were proud about that? And you thought, how can you lay up in somebody's house? How? I did. I made this picture. I finally made it. I made it. I made this one. I didn't make the other ones, but I think whoever made them did an excellent job. And I might have one every day I read transcripts. That's how I feel.
I think you should. He be acting like he a bad bitch. Why not make him look like one, right?
Yeah, Brene did. Somebody said on YouTube, they said Brene made a video saying that they were blood cousins. Yes, she did. And then she said, they not cousin when they was on BG Live. They not cousin. We just, girl, yeah, which one is it? That's your husband. How you not, you been with your husband all this time? Then you pick and choose what Devin was his cousin. I mean, Devin is not his cousin no more. Just like you said that him and Akira wasn't married. And they were married legally. He never was married. So you can keep your narrative of the story going, and so you can look good, and so you can tear down another woman, and you think that this is okay. Tell me some, y'all move on. No, you start paying these bills and we'll move on. You apologize and do right by your kids and we'll move on. It's so many things that you can do as a whole man. And tell me some, this ain't none of your business. You made it our business when you and your woman, now wife, your mistress of a wife, decide to put it on the internet. You should talk to her about this, because one thing about becoming a content creator, my love, is what you put out is what is for us to speak about. That's what we supposed to speak about, and we talk about it. It's called controversy. And then you getting into this world, buckle up, buttercup, because you ain't nothing but a bitch ass nigga.
That part. Nobody would have known any of this was going on. She put this out here.
She
It's like,
did.
you're bullying my wife. Y'all talk about my wife stink. You talked about your wife stink. It came out in the court documents.
Sure did.
You
said your wife was nasty. She stank. She got BV. You the one brought that stuff out. You text that to Akira. You told how trifling she was. So I wouldn't even want to. Why? My thing is with him, because they had a clean house. They had a tidy house. They had a house that was clean. And so you moved over there to get in a bigger house that was nasty. And the only spaces that's clean is where you doing your video games, because she nasty. And she trying her best to keep a clean house. She trying real hard because she don't want nobody to talk about. We know you nasty. We seen it. She BV. Yeah, she got BV.
And she talked about how she always used Borg acid. Like, everything that we know is because you came out.
She put it out. She put it out there.
Like somebody's attacking you or attacking your woman.
Only thing we doing is using your words.
Hey. And you don't like that.
They don't like it. Just like you got all that. I wanted. Ooh, I'm finna go there with y'all. Something just hit. Yes, he texted Teddy. He texted how he told Akira Brene was nasty. He told her she was nasty. But I wonder, y'all, is it still dog feces in the garage?
Oh God.
Cause they a lazy couple. And they didn't expect, that's why they looked at each other and tried to skin and grin. Talking about, that's furniture stuffings or whatever they were saying. No. I think that shit is still sitting there turning white. It wasn't no rib blanket.
Come on, that was too many to be a red blanket. You know how she not supposed to like post the kids or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
She not even supposed to like talk about them.
No.
So she can't even say like kiddos.
No.
I think I found the live you was talking about, Glow, where they was on BG panel.
Yes,
and
you got
Devin and Tim. Yeah.
Can you play
Devin
it for
and Tim
me?
was going back and forth. Sure can. Hold on.
She posted something by the way.
My business or anybody else.
Oh shit. Okay.
Y'all share the live and tap.
When I reached out to you, and we've had countless of conversations, you take everything to the internet. When did I ever get on the internet and talk bad about you? Every time somebody asks me when I used to go live, oh, what Devin is Devin, I always say I wish him nothing but the best. But you get on live and throw shade and throw shots at me every chance that you get. For what? Mm-hmm. For what? It don't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask this too. You said everything, you got caught by surprise, right? So you claim that I was in your house, she was sneaking me in, and blah, blah, blah. All right, two questions. For one, how did you allegedly know that she was sneaking me in, but you didn't do nothing? You could have beat my head in, but you ain't do nothing?
I should have, but I didn't want to.
Exactly, nigga.
You know what?
You ain't got no balls, bro. You had an issue. You should have said what you needed to say. But what you do? Oh no, I want your.
Can I ask this question?
I'm not going to end up in jail.
Bro, you're not like that, nigga. You know you're not like that, bro.
Hey, let me ask a question.
That's what you think.
Y'all don't think, because it's weird to us. The people who are watching this play out before the internet, the way that it is, not unfortunately, but Renee has a large platform. Like I said, I used to watch her. I used to watch her way before all of this. I actually like your content, Renee. I just think it's weird. It's very weird to me. And I know it's weird to some of the other people because we covering the story and we looking at it. And like I say, that even if it's not true, it's the appearance of what it looks like. It's the appearance of what everything looks like. And it's like when you get yourself in a situation like this, you have to suffer these kind of things with patience. And it's just an unfortunate situation. You know, the crazy thing is about all of that, I just genuinely feel like since just like you said, you think it's the very appearance of things, my thing is if I had conversations with each party
each party that was involved with everything that's going on, why do I need to come on the internet and explain anything to any of you? You don't. You don't have to come to explain anything. Nobody wants you to actually come to explain anything. It's just the simple fact that you put so much out there, and then now that there's this lawsuit against you, this lawsuit against Tim, and then there's court documents, and then the allegations of the court documents, and like I say, the videos, matching the videos with the court document, is the appearance of everything.
I'll say something though.
Like, wait 1 second, and I will allow you to. It's just like you made the comment that when you was in the grocery store, that usually I'm comfortable farting in front of people, but not Tim yet. And then you talk about context, you have to look at how that sounds. And tell me what's wrong with that though? What is wrong with not wanting to
get off, so I will leave.
Listen,
y'all have a good night.
Okay, Devin, you have to look at how that actual sounds. That sounds like somebody who is more than friends, because then, you was like, oh, we've been knowing each other for 11 years. By 11 years now, you should be very much comfortable. But we were not around each other for 11 years, Regina. I know. I didn't say that you all. I said knowing each other for 11 years. Okay, and with that being said, that's just like me. Now that I am actually closer to Tim's family again, I wouldn't even get around them and fart.
Let me say this. I got one thing to say. I'm getting off because I need to get off. Look, the first time from the time I met Renee up until 2024, like
this thing is Regina. This is retarded. I'm sorry. What do I? Never mind. I'm not gonna ask that question. Just whatever. Because the whole fart thing just blew me, and I'm sitting here like these people just.
She missed BG's point.
Yes,
she did.
It's very embarrassing, Ryan. Very.
How embarrassing. 2 snails. They slow. Yep, they slow Aquarius. Two snails. I like that. 2 snails.
It's a simple fact. But she said they wasn't around each other the whole 11 years. So when did they?
Now let her know what she say when she was with Akira. She's talking about talking about Akira. Something. I've been knowing you 16 years of your life or something like that. Longer than she's known you. She want Akira to be so. She want Akira to paint Akira as a villain so bad.
But it's like she's trying to make her a non-factor in this whole equation.
Yeah, rolling her eyes. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like, she is the factor. She's the one, no matter how. He married her. He had children with her. He had a life with her. Now, when you came around, whatever the case may be, whatever, but you came into their marital home.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all 15-year-old relationship, don't nobody care nothing about that. Like, who cares? He still married her. Because if he truly loved you and you truly loved him, then, neither one of y'all had ever moved out of North Carolina.
Well, you know what? If he truly loved her, he wouldn't have never slept with her sister. Let's go there first. If he truly talking about we work past that, how can you work past bouncing on my sister?
I don't know.
How?
You can't.
You can't. You can't.
No way.
You didn't sit here and bounced on my sister, playing with my sister, and now my sister be wearing little bitty stuff and inappropriate. Let me tell you something. My husband and I have a food truck. And sometimes, like, we were in a food truck park at one time, and it was all men. It'd be time, it was the snow cone girl, she would come on the weekends, but they had a bus. And then next to them, we was like in a U. And majority men worked the food truck. And when my husband would be like, because he'll set me up and everything, and I'll run it until we run out. Everything else, some stuff like the ribs and stuff, he'll set me up. But everything else, like the chicken and the hamburgers and stuff, I can cook fresh. it was men coming, and I always try to make sure I'm business professional. I have my, because you have to talk to the customers, but it's the way you carry yourself around men. As a woman, as a married woman, it's a way you're supposed to carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big girl, so you know what I'm saying? I'm a thick girl. So I make sure, like, when I'm doing certain things or I'm bringing somebody out, it's all about presentation, and then for her to be, now we're talking about current events. You wearing little stuff in front of your brother-in-law that you slept with. I mean, some stuff is just inappropriate. Some stuff you have to have some type of decorum about yourself. And they lack it. They
have none.
They have none. They have zero, nada.
Brene's presentation is open and ready for business and
what they said, hot and ready. Then somebody said hot and ready. Hot and ready.
Down for the get down, baby. However you want it, she with it.
Exactly.
I don't care how good the penis is. I don't care how good he may have stroked it whenever he stroked it. You sleeping with my sister will never, ever, ever be anything we could ever work on. Ain't no couples therapy in this world to make me be over that and still lay down with you every night and to kiss you.
You hear me? Do you hear me?
We not talking. We not nothing. Once you done been with my sister,
it's over. It's over.
And she can say what she want to say. I know that she thought about the fact that there's a potential chance that he could be the father of at least one of them girls. I don't personally think the first one. I think the second one, yeah.
But the fact that you wanna, the fact to me, even if it's a question mark or he on her, why in the world would you want somebody like that? I don't care how many years. Why would you want to? Let's move Akira out the way. Why would you want somebody you and your sister been bouncing around with back and forth? Why won't you find somebody, even if it's not Devin? Why won't you find somebody of your own? You say you're a church lady and you into church deep. Why don't you go to one of these church conference or one of them church hip hop things that Corinne had on? I mean, was going to with that sling body David Goliath thing purse. And go to one of those to find you a whole man instead of a half of a man. Tim is a piece of a man. He's a piece of a man. He's a shell of a man. He's a backdoor hoe.
You right. Because there be a bunch of men at them churches and stuff like that.
Girl, but they ain't picked them. They ain't picked them twins. They not gonna pick them twins. They not picking them twins. They know. Look, let me tell you something. They known in North Carolina is the pop-top twins that lay it low and spread it wide.
Some men still marry that though.
Yeah, but you know what? How long is it? We know why Tim married Brene. That's a cushion. That's his piggy bank. They not for real about the Lord, because if Brene really was about her God, her Jesus or whatever, let me tell you something. Half of the things that she did, she wouldn't have done. Half of the things like her and Big Cheryl getting into it and you invading somebody else's property, it is no way that I could be living and staying in New Money, open her home up off a lie saying Mr. Glowden beat me down. So she said, hey, I'm going to let you come over. And now all of a sudden she feel comfortable and she tell me to leave and I won't leave. I won't leave. I won't leave. Then I leave and come back. Like I went to go get groceries. What is wrong with this girl? And then you pass up your mama house, you pass up your brother house. You had other people's houses you could have went to, but you lied and said that man, Devin, was trying to hurt you.
And I wouldn't even be mad at him if he had snatched her up.
Man, he should have just took his hand and beat her across her head like boom. It's just on the top of her head, like the little games. Like,
if he would have yoked her up like Akira auntie did Tim mama, I wouldn't even been mad at this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something. Look, everybody ain't like Akira. Akira had a lot to lose. She fighting for her babies. But it's women that's willing. Like Akira auntie done got out about 2-3 times off a murder charge, so it ain't nothing to her auntie. But it's other people out here that you play with them like that, baby, you gonna have a cross the barrel. Your mom be frying chicken because Lakeisha look like she ain't got no insurance.
No, she ain't got no insurance. I will say this: she better be good. She ain't me because I would have got her jumped. My cousins would.
It's people about that life, so you better be. Somebody said I'm sending you a screen recorder of TikTok. Put it in your algorithm already. Okay.
That's why she don't go nowhere outside without him, because she don't know if somebody gonna run up on him on the strength of Devin or Akira. Like
exactly.
they just really
it's
don't
people
know.
And you know what? It's people really don't have nothing to lose, because they really be like, you really did these people like that. It's people that really would just be like, F it. I didn't like it. It's a cause. You know, so you gotta be careful talking about some mental health. You didn't care about that woman's mental health when you was in her husband's house, in their house. Oh, thank you. In their house, you wasn't worried about that.
And for some reason, she cannot stop talking about their kid, like anything with their kids. It seems, I don't know what be on her, because she posted something about their kids today.
What?
What she say?
Like. So I guess they did like gingerbread houses or whatever for Christmas, and they did like teams. So I guess like she had one of the kids with her, and he had the other one with him, and they like versus each other. And she was like, "How did me and the kiddos do?" And then she posted pictures of like the gingerbread house, and only one of the pictures it had like a little
Big Six.
Like gingerbread over something, so it looked like maybe one of the kids was like right there, but she put something over their body, so you couldn't really tell. But that was the only picture she posted that was like that.
So you mean to tell me that she doesn't have anything to do with her life and her content before Akira Kids came along? She didn't have any type of content. No content. You got all these other God kids. You know, you like to be everybody's godmom. So you mean to tell me that you don't have nothing better to do but to film? Your content now is no longer about nails, hair, anything. We barely see you doing them Sheen hauls. And the only thing you want to post is Tim and them kids. And them raggedy cats and dogs.
That's crazy. She always posting about them cats.
Hey, sister.
Hey, Teddy.
How you doing?
I'm okay. You know, just fussing. What you got
I seen her snap. She only posted one picture. It was the gingerbread house. And it said, how did her, Bay, and the kiddos do?
And then she had posted another one with the gingerbread, and it had like a little.
Yeah, it was the same one, just a different angle.
Oh, she got some friends. Who kids is them?
You know who kids they is. You know she got to mention them.
I'm sick of her.
She just slow though. She don't believe that cyberstalking case real.
I don't know why. All she had to do was Google. Google is free.
She used ChatGPT for that trial.
She sure did.
For this case.
She sure did. She sure
Lock
did.
her up, please.
She sure did.
She never saw the movie. See, here's the thing. I know she saw the movie Cyberstalking, because me and her are only about like a year or two apart.
What's the cyberstalking? What movie?
It was so. If you I know you got kids, but I don't know how old your kids is. If they ever watched like Hannah Montana, the girl who played Hannah Montana's best friend had a cyberstalking movie like years ago, back when I was like 12 or something.
What's the name of it?
It's legit called Cyberstalking. It's literally called Cyberstalking. It's with Emily Osment, and her mom had finally got her like a laptop for like her birthday. And she started like receiving these messages off of like a little social media they had in the movie. Come to find out, it was one of her best friends. This girl tried to unalive herself behind the things that was being said through her. See, yes, they remember. Yeah, it wasn't an episode; it was a movie, and she tried to unalive herself behind with the things that this girl was saying. She didn't even know it was her best friend because it was coming from a fake page at the time. But come to find out, it was one of her best friends. Yes, the things that this girl was saying to this girl,
How she really felt.
Oh my God, this girl, if I remember correctly, I think she tried to take some pills or something, and they had to, oh my God.
Somebody else said they remember that. They say it's on Amazon Prime. Oh, I'll be watching it called Cyber Stalking Emily Osment. Okay, I wrote that down. I sure did. That's going to be my little nightcap with my popcorn and stuff. When I get off with y'all and snuggle up with my big old bear. My big old bear, you know the man. You know, they say I don't pay no attention to my husband. Boy, my husband want to DJ for y'all. He said, Ricky, if the fuck.
Netflix documentary when the girl mama was doing.
Oh, that was a good one, baby. That one was some Delulu. Have anybody in my chat? Have y'all seen that one with the Netflix? The mother ended up being the one. It was the kids that was in school. And it was like she was obsessed with her daughter's ex-boyfriend because he wasn't a boyfriend no more. Y'all seen it? Y'all saw it? They saying yes. What's the name of it? What's the name of it? Put it in the chat, y'all. Put it in the chat. Somebody said they ain't seen it. Everybody said her mom was crazy than a Bessie-bug. Wasn't even going to work. She had got fired. Wasn't even going to work. She got fired. And the husband didn't know what the world was. He didn't know what was going on.
He didn't know it was the mom.
Somebody said it's called Unknown Number.
That's what it's called, Unknown Number. Mm-hmm. Y'all got to watch.
What I was saying, like the moral of the story is like those alone, and I know she's seen it, and she never saw the Emily Osment one, which I highly doubt because me and her are around the same age, and anybody liked them some Emily Osment, she saw that. If she didn't see that one, I know she just saw the one with the Unknown Number because it was all over my TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So that should let her know, like, this stuff is real things. And one of the reasons why they had made the Emily Osment movie was because that's when cyber stalking, like, had actually really became like a real big charge that you could actually do some time behind. Mm-hmm. And they were trying to show people, this ain't funny. Like, you can't be, this is bullying. People really do unalive themselves and hurt themselves behind words.
That's right.
That are said to them.
And you know what, I want to bring this up. That's why, Renee wants to use this bullying thing, this bullying word that that we are bullying her. No, I'm reading the court documents and commenting about the court documents. You guys are giving feedback on your own. You're posting, you're steady posting, you steady cyber stalking somebody, and then you got Tim coming behind you talking about, oh, she's depressed and she's doing that because you want us to stop. But you didn't stop when you did whatever you had to do. This has nothing to do with the situation with the young lady that passed away recently. And my heart goes out to that situation because she was looking for love in all the wrong places, meaning she was trying to get friends off of social media, and she didn't care how those people treated her, and they treated her bad. They treated her bad, and then she was doing different stuff from what I'm hearing or whatever, and then they were saying so many, taunting this girl. They taunted her in the mental health institution, and I didn't even know you could have a phone there, so I just learned something, But that situation is sad. But that's not the same thing that Brene is going through. Brene has to look. This is her real life. This is the realization of what she did, of her wrongdoings. They said they didn't stop when they were disrespecting Akira. And on top of that, Akira had a miscarriage. She had a miscarriage from all this stress. That's why Portia coming to the forefront. She said, not my niece. Not mine. That's my niece she carrying. Y'all not finna play with her like that. And that lady is a retired crash out. And you know what? I can understand because I can relate. I keep my little meditation mode and everything. Y'all, if y'all follow me on the Mom's Group, we're going to pick back up on Monday. But this week is my holiday week. We're going to pick back up on Monday for our meditations because we got to get back into it, honey, because I have to do my ins and out breathing. But everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't retired to crash out. Some people is they gonna go about theirs.
Side note, I seen that video you was talking about of them people crashing out in Chicago.
Oh yeah. Yeah, didn't they?
Yeah,
Oh, baby, they
They
got
got
him.
him.
They got him. Let me tell you, they had to put the man in handcuffs, y'all. Put him in handcuffs because the family wasn't through with him. They said they put him in handcuffs like he was going to jail. And I think they did. Did they arrest him? Did they really arrest him?
I think so. I think they did. They was leading him into the courthouse when the video cut off, but the sister was like, "You ain't gonna get a moment's peace. We own you. We own that."
Every chance they get, girl, that was so funny. He wasn't smart like Tim and Renee. They was asking for escorts. They be asking for
We talking
escorts.
about
Big
Romika, the lady that got unalived up in Chicago.
Yeah, and I need to
the baby mama. We talking about that.
Yeah, we're gonna probably deep dive on that one day. Take a break from Renee and deep dive on that, and probably I'll let y'all listen in on what some of the videos that I did find, and I'll try to find some more. So if y'all know anything, y'all start sending me stuff about that, and we'll take a break one
Chicago,
day. Yeah,
Chicago Talk, TikTok. And Chicago Facebook.
Girl, my husband all through
there.
Spilling it. My husband. I gotta get him to send me some stuff. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, boo, I'm sorry I've been MIA, y'all.
Girl, it's okay. It's okay.
We burying my uncle tomorrow, but I wanted to speak about Romika. I know people that know her family. He is in jail. He's going to be charged from what I'm being told.
Yeah, because he brought her to the location.
He's the reason she's not here, because he had her in that headlock while the other BM was doing what she did, and the other BM ran to the car because Romika.
They said they fist bumped. Romika
was still getting the best of her, and from that point, the girl lost her. She took the approach of what she did. I learned one to stay on your life zone. She did, restricted. Mm-hmm. From my understanding, because I'm from Chicago, he's supposed to be being charged. So they did arrest him. They did take him into court, and guess what? I live right down the street from the courthouse. So
we got boots on the ground.
So if I find anything out, I'm gonna tell you, love, because I want to speak on that so bad, because it's like, how would you allow him?
Nikki.
She went on mute.
I know. I don't know what happened.
Cause he trying to get the little boy too, right?
Well, they say he can get a visitation. They saying he hadn't seen his son, but he locked up right now. But I don't think he gonna be able to get that baby from her mama. And he probably in the best. I feel like he's in the best position so he can get his mind right. His dad did play a part in that, and so they said the baby is traumatized. He don't want to even be around him. But they saying that at the time that the dad could.
I'm sorry, y'all. I took a phone call.
Okay, they were saying that the dad could do a visitation, but it has to be like a therapist or something at one point in time. So I gotta do a deep dive, y'all. We gonna research this stuff together. We gonna get if y'all got some information about it, send it to me so I can. Get updates, and so I can look into it, videos or whatever. And if y'all know any of their family members that would love to come on my panel, they are welcome to come on my panel.
If one of the family members say something on Facebook, I'll inbox them.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because we want to get the story out. We definitely.
I know right now that the family is hurt, very hurt.
I know.
They wanted to do something to him in her.
Boy, the police couldn't even contain that. That was.
No. I know.
Look, Tim was asking for escort, y'all. Tim was asking for escorts. Like the last time he asked for an escort to his car. And baby, wasn't nobody gonna do nothing to you. It wasn't even
the other girl asking for bail and all that because she pregnant.
She want to be released. She pregnant again. Did she already have a baby by him? Mm-hmm. And I think she had she pregnant. She's 7 weeks pregnant. They said she's 7 weeks pregnant.
How you go home after all of that and get into bed with him?
And do it.
Because you're not right in the head. It's
Not
like
at
you
all.
that helped him do what y'all did, and then you go home and sit here and lay down with this man, and because she got
You
out.
wouldn't be able to touch me. Like, get the ugh.
Yeah, me neither. Somebody tell me actually a surprise he still here. Me either. He did need that fade. Them folks were trying to yank his dreads. They were trying to take his dreads out, y'all. They were trying to plug him out.
Whoever that was in that black jacket was not getting up off of him. He wanted all of it.
He
was
want the
glad when
smoke.
they put the cuffs on him.
Somebody said the reason why she got pregnant was because she thought she got away with it because they released her.
Right. They did. And it didn't work. It didn't work because it's people, let me say this. It's people that still get locked up and get birthed behind bars, you know, and she might be one of them.
You don't realize that.
Because
programs for type of stuff where you can raise your baby behind bars, depending on the state and your charge and stuff like that.
And you know what they said? The judge said, I think somebody showed the judge or submitted evidence that the judge had saw them fist bumping each other after she pew.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, "No, you staying in there, baby. You gon' Did nobody tell you get knocked up again? Okay, Nikki."
Because I will say this, when somebody said they surprised he's still here, you know what I had to learn about that? Because I always used to be the one like, yeah, go ahead and just, do what you got to do.
It said next appearance is
You
1-7.
don't get the easy way out.
I'm gonna see if I can read. I'm gonna have to look up. I'm gonna get my husband. Leave my door alone. Read some court docs. See if I can get that court documents so I can start seeing.
I'm gonna see whatever I find because I ain't gonna lie, she came across my TikTok the other day, and anytime I see something about her, it just I don't like watching anything because the whole it's
a lot. It is a lot. And you know, that lady wrote a letter to her baby before he went to school. You know, I do that too. When my baby was going to school, I put, like, when he make his lunch, I put a little sticky note or something in there just to start their day off so positive. And that's the last words he have for his mom. That's the last letter that he has from his mom. And that's so sad. That's so sad.
It just breaks my heart how evil somebody could be. Like, no matter how you felt about this girl, like, you really was okay with taking
jealousy can be real.
Away from your son, like,
yeah, jealousy is real. Let me tell you something. Jealousy is real. Jealousy is a drug. And no matter, because somebody said, "Oh, I'm not jealous." That don't mean that's not true. It's your actions. It's what you're showing us. We can see it. You know, so your words ain't matching up. Like with Brene. I'm not jealous of the game. Tim said, "Who can be jealous of somebody I left?" No, you left because Brene was your piggy bank. She was your piggy bank. Akira has nothing. Brene, she wants nothing from Brene. Nothing from Brene has nothing Akira wants. But she made Brene pay for the consequences of her actions. It cost. That cost her. You know, that cost Brene. But as far as Akira being jealous of Brene, why would she be jealous of Brene? What she say, Brene?
This ain't about no looks. It's just about like her spirit, just like how she.
It's ugly. It's ugly inside and out. And she can put anything. She can put filters on her all day long. It still don't stop what she got inside of her. Brene is not right. She needs to be on somebody's couch. Her family need to be in family counseling. All of them need to be around Ileana Fix My Life so she can really tell them what they need to do. What Lakeisha mama should have trained her and told her about it. This is one time that I would have wished that Ileana Fix My Life would give them a hug. I want to say something.
Ayala can only do so much. Girl ain't God now.
I'm talking about the whole family need to sit down because they got some deep rooted. It's some deep stuff. It's deeper and it's darker than we know. We see the surface stuff, but it's something deeper than what's going on with them.
And I hate the fact that, because I don't know, did you actually see the video where Tim was like, she want to get clout, you know, she trying to take away from what my wife has done a third. This whole lawsuit ain't got nothing to do with her trying to take.
They want money. They don't want nobody to make no money. So they want Akira to be in a corner somewhere crying and being quiet. Hey, Mina.
Why she raise your children? Because last time I checked, you don't do nothing.
He don't.
Where your children?
I don't think she meant to add.
Mina. Okay, go ahead and drop her.
Are you a father too, and then held a full-time job down in what, Glow? Almost a year?
A year. He's supposed to be, and then talking about like he got some big money. You brokey. You're a brokey. You're a leech. Tim is a leech. He's a leech. He's a straight leech. And he wants to suck, what he tried to do to Akira was suck the life out of her till she couldn't have it no more. He wanted to suck the piggy bank out of her family and break her family. And that's the sad part about it. Her family really helped him, and they wanted to, just like, let me tell y'all something. With my son's dad, my eldest son, my son is 25, so I can talk. My son's 25, grown man. My son dad, he didn't come from the best of the best, just like how Tim did. And so I had no business messing with him. I was fast. You know, I had my son when I was 20. I got pregnant with him when I was 19. Had him at 20, right? My baby was a 2000 baby. It's 2025. That's how we keep up with his age. When he was 2000, I said, whatever year it is, that's how old you are, like at the end. So, but he didn't come from humble beginnings. Let me say that. And I was messing with him. He was on, you know, he was a roughneck. I had my little roughneck phase, right? And I had everything, you know, my dad was the chief of the police department. My mom was a supervisor in the education department. You know what I'm saying? So, I had a decent life. We had properties, you know, how I grew up. And so when I got pregnant with my son, my family decided to have a meeting. And they got with him and they said, what is it that you want to do so that my grandchild can be secured? You understand? So what Akira mom and family did was try to secure Tim in a position so the family can succeed and the kids will be all right. So it's plenty of parents that go to, you know, do like one of my supporters came. She said, I went to pharmacy school. My husband is a pharmacist. Now he's going to be a doctor, you know, whatever. But we support each other. And so the family pulled in because his family wasn't worth shit. They never helped. And when I say his family, I'm not talking about his dad's side. I'm talking about his mammy's side. They ain't shit. And so they pulled in and helped him get cars. Okay? Because if he didn't get those cars, since Akira was so bad, if he didn't get those cars, how he was getting back and forth home? Not one car, multiple of cars they helped him get to support and eventually pass the baton to Akira so she could run with the baton to finish school for their babies while he held the fork down and get a good job. But then he ain't even, his degree ain't worth shit. You have to add on to that. He lazy. He is the typical jock.
What is his degree?
It's exercise science. It's like what he could do. So here's the thing: what he could do with his degree, because it's kind of like he needs to add on to it to really do something.
Yeah, he has to add on to it for it to weigh something.
It's like a beginning kind of good like degree,
like an introduction.
Yes.
I forgot what it's called, but I'm gonna get back to you.
Science or health science. It's something extra. So I keep forgetting what it is.
How you say kinesiology? Is it kinesiology?
Oh, it's not that.
Huh?
No, that's a. Nah, he don't strike me as the type to even be able to like give you something like that. But it's exercise something. But I do believe it might be like exercise something like that. But he has to build on it.
Yeah, he
Make
has
some
to.
real-
Yeah, just like, you know, when you go to nursing schools, you take your foundation and you got to keep, you know, moving up on, you know, taking those courses and stuff. He got a bullshit degree because he was a bullshit football player and he was just going to school to bullshit. He ain't even. It's the intro to sports medicine. He don't have sports medicine. It's not sports medicine, but it's like something leading up to sports medicine. He has to still take classes. He got to go back to school, and he ain't finna do that. That's too much. He ain't playing football.
See, here's the thing, like the same thing with the RN. If you ever notice with RNs, you have RN and then you have BSN. There's a difference because that's a Bachelor of Science of Nursing, which can put you in a higher position of nursing. So like when it comes to the like sports medicine, that's not what he has. It's like an introductory to sports medicine because if he goes back, he actually does the sports medicine, then he could turn around and do like a lot more with it.
Hold on, Raven. Rican,
Yes,
what's the name of that degree he got?
A BS, a bullshit degree.
But you remember the name of it. We know that.
It wasn't sports medicine. It was
I'm gonna find out.
Hold on, I gotta go to her YouTube. It's on her YouTube.
It's what?
It's on her YouTube page.
Okay.
Go set it right now.
Okay.
Oh, when they did that, like how well you know me and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a bullshit degree. They said workout. Somebody said a workout science. No.
I do think it's an exercise science because you can get a degree in that.
They're saying it's something. I think it may be. Can he at least get a job for physical therapy? Nope, he can't. He's not a physical therapist. He can't even heal his own knees.
What it could do is like depending on like a facility, they could have like if he was in school for physical therapy and then with the degree that he already has, a facility could possibly like hire him in, depending on like how much left he would have like in his school. They could be like, okay, you only got like X amount of time, you already have this degree, you almost done with the physical therapy, we'll go ahead and hire you on.
Right.
But he's not even working towards even being able to even do all that for real. So there's that one.
You know what? I might be biased or whatever, but I hope they lock Brene up for that cyber stalking shit.
Oh God.
Yeah, I can agree with that because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Brene has to sit in her thoughts, and she really, she has to face her consequences for her actions. She has to be penalized. In order for Brene to really feel stuff, she has to go through it. She is not that going through court doing a little fingerprints and then getting arrested, going through fingerprinting and then coming back out. She needs to sit in there and get her 3 meals in a good cot.
What in the holy hell is exercise science?
Somebody said that.
It's a real degree. Like you can.
Yeah, and I'm an astronaut.
But if you want to make some real money, then it'd be more recommended for you to go back to school.
It's a bullshit. It's bullshit. And let me tell you, y'all think he did his own work? Nope. No. He's a dumb jock. That's what he is.
Went for a scholarship, and you obviously gotta keep, your grades up and stuff like that to actually stay on the team. But that don't mean he actually did his own work.
Exactly. Because trust me, I know a lot of jocks when I was in college, people was doing their work just so that they can stay in, on the team. Yeah. Hey, Nina Glam.
Hey, everybody. I am a director of advising at the University of Houston.
Oh,
it is a real degree. There are different concentrations to the degree. Exercise science is the science of the exercise in the body. So yes, you do have to build on that major. You can go into physical therapy, you can do occupational therapy. My son also has the same degree because he played football and he became a coach. And so he's making more money than I did when I first got out of school. But it all depends on what you do with the degree.
With the degree.
Now, with the degree, many athletes do have their degree because it coincides with what they do. Exercise of the body. You could be like Tim, trying to be a trainer. You could be a trainer. You could do all of those things. But you got to do with any degree. If you don't do anything with it and make yourself marketable, no, it's not. You're not going to make a lot of money. But yes, it is a real degree.
Okay, so
all right, teach us something.
let me ask you something. This don't have nothing to do with Tim, since you said over there at